Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. It is Saturday morning. We have stepped fully into the weekend. I hope you've had a good week. I hope you're ready to have a really good weekend too. Welcome to Saturday. Today's message before meditation shares a little bit of Stoic philosophy with you. And the Stoic school of thought got its start around the 3rd century BC in Greece with Zeno, but it really is when it hit Rome, when it gained prominence. And every time I encounter some Stoic philosophy, it really feels very similar to Buddhism or Taoism to me. Somebody, good morning, happy Saturday. Sarah, a very good morning to you as well. Happy Saturday. Awesome having you here. Hey, Anthony. I know you are still on Friday, but welcome to Saturday on this side of the world. Linda, good morning. Happy Saturday to you. Grain, a very good morning. Hello. Welcome to the weekend. So just a bit more background information on Stoicism. It is a school of philosophy that emphasizes rationality, practical wisdom, and self-control and virtue. The Stoics believed that living in accordance with nature and reason, individuals could find happiness and lead fulfilling lives. Stoicism teaches that one should focus on what is within their control and accept what is outside of their control. This means that one should not become overly attached to external goods or circumstances, as they are often beyond our control, but instead focus on developing inner strength and character. The Stoics also believed in the importance of ethical behavior and the pursuit of moral excellence. They held that living a virtuous life, which involved acting with courage, wisdom, justice, and self-control, was the key to happiness in a meaningful existence. Anna Marie, good morning. Happy weekend to you. And Stephen, hello. It's really good to see you live with us, Stephen. All the way from Bangor, Northern Ireland. Always good to have you pop in live. It's good to see you. My 3 favorite dudes in the Stoic world are Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus, and I've got one thought from each to share with you this morning. Hey Maggie, good morning. Very good to see you. And Maggie is all the way from Bath. It's good to see you. To bear misfortunes with a tranquil mind robs hardship of its strength and weight, says Seneca. To bear misfortunes with a tranquil mind robs hardship of its strength and weight. Marcus Aurelius says, the universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. And Epictetus says, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. To recap all of them in one thought, things are going to keep happening because the universe is in constant change. What makes you happy is not having what you want, but wanting what you have. How in the world do we get better at this? How do we become more okay with the fact that things are going to keep happening outside of our control, and that the only road to our sanity is to be completely unattached to the outcome and simply choose how we want to respond to this? We have to give ourselves a bit more practice in sitting and watching things happen while being okay with what is happening. This might sound really simplistic, but it's something that most modern humans are really unable to do. Today's meditation journey is an exercise in just being the witness. Allow whatever is busy happening to be felt and be totally okay with it. This doesn't mean that we refrain from taking action, but it does mean that we change the reason why we take action. If I am not okay with what is happening, then by default I am in a fear response, and my actions are likely to be reactive, not by choice, not by free will, not by a decision made, but by my own survival patterns without my input. Even while I think I'm in control, It's really years of programming that compels me into a knee-jerk reaction. And that is what happens every time I'm in a situation where I'm not really okay with what's happening. If I am okay with what's happening, then I'm more likely to be dominant in my parasympathetic nervous system. I'm calm, I'm open with access to all of my creative problem-solving faculties. While I take a deep breath, it's not an old pattern choosing my reaction. I'm exercising free will in choosing what my response will be. And this is why it's great to have a practice that teaches us to be okay with whatever is happening. Because being okay with whatever is happening is not a case of never taking action, but of never taking action in fear. I will not flail around in the storm and desperation. I will breathe, I will slow down, I will wait, and I will see. And as soon as I have more clarity, I will swim with strong and clear strokes. Our meditation today is come to your senses, which is simply giving ourselves the opportunity to engage with our physical senses in a way that teaches us that I can be okay with whatever is happening. Doesn't mean I have to always stay within what's happening, but I don't want to make those decisions in a knee-jerk way. I want to always make my decisions from a place of wisdom. So if you're ready, here we go. You can close your eyes and let's float away together. Starting with the first few big breaths. Let's take a deep breath in and out. Take a deep breath in and out. A deep inhale and let it go. Deep breath in and out. One more big breath in and let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, also raise yourself up. As you breathe in, stretch up your spine, lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. As you exhale, soften. As you breathe out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders and drop your head. Our journey today is checking in with this body and whatever it experiences. I will start right now by checking into this body as we soften it. With your next exhale, bring your attention to your forehead, the space between your eyes. You sometimes find yourself carrying a frown there. And for this moment, have you completely softened that space, the space between your eyes? No frown for now. With your next exhale, bring your attention to the space in and around your mouth. Do you sometimes find yourself pressing your tongue hard against the roof of your mouth? Or grinding your teeth? Or just your jaw muscles clenched tightly? And for this moment, are you able to completely soften everything in and around your mouth? With your next exhale, bring your attention to your shoulders. Do you sometimes find them pulled up high, almost level with your ears? And do you then remind yourself to soften and have them hang loosely off the sides of your body? With your next exhale, bring your attention to your stomach area, specifically to your abdominal muscles. Tension hides there under the radar, and we may never even realize it. For this moment, are your abs completely softened? With your next exhale, check in with your butt cheeks. Are you clenching? Or have you completely softened there? And lastly, check in with your arms and legs. Specifically your hands. Do you sometimes find them balled into tight fists? And for this moment, are they lying half open, relaxed in your lap? We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping our bodies stretch, adjust, and settle down into as much comfort as possible for the rest of our journey. Take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward and roll out your neck muscles, going forward and to the left, and forward and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards in big circles, nice and slow. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. Lean your upper body over to the left. And lean your upper body over to the right. On each side, see if you can bring your ear closer to your hip. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having softened our bodies into a state of presence, or at least as much as we are able to, we can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, then this is always a good place to stop. But if you are here for the whole journey, then with every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel into your body and feel how softness slips in and settles in every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. And feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath. But hold it only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, our journey today is specifically about what this body experiences. So as you dive deep inside, say hello to this body. Wrap your arms around this body and say, hello body, I love having you. Take your next big breath. Our journey of the senses starts at the top with what we can see and then works its way through our body. So our first stop is our eyes. For this exercise, we don't open our eyes, we keep them closed, and we see with our mind. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, what would be the most obvious thing that you would see if you were to open your eyes? Find it with your mind, and then as you take a deep breath and dive deep inside, use that time to study this obvious object from all of its angles, see all of its color, and find all of its texture. Take your next big breath. And then we change gears, still staying with what we can see, but this time as you take a deep breath and dive deep within you, find the least obvious thing that you would see if you were to open your eyes. Take a moment to use your mind to find this less obvious object. And as you take a deep breath and dive deep inside, study this less obvious object with your mind. See it from all its angles, see all of its color, and find all of its texture. Take your next big breath. Notice the ease with which you're able to have this experience. Simply being the witness to something that your body is experiencing. We'll take a step down to your ears and what you can hear. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, bring your attention to the most obvious sound that you can hear. Listen deep into it and see if you can find different vibrations, different layers in this obvious sound. Take your next big breath. And then we'll change gears. This time bring your attention to the least obvious sound that you can find. Something that is barely a whisper. Lean in and see how much of this whisper you can hear. Take your next big breath. Take a moment to recognize the ease with which you are able to have this experience. Just being a witness to something that your body is experiencing. As we take a step down, for the next 2 stops, what you can smell, what you can taste, change your breathing to whatever it needs to be to make this easy for you. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, bring your attention to what you can smell. Is there any obvious smell that you can find right now? Take your next big breath. And then we'll change gears with your next big breath as you dive deep into you. Are you able to find any other smell at all? Any other layer of smell? Take your next big breath. Notice the ease with which you are able to just have this experience that your body provides you. Being the witness to your body's experience. Taking another step down to what you can taste. Bring your attention to any taste you can find. Take your next big breath. And then changing gears, as you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, are you able to find any other taste at all? Anything besides the first obvious taste? Take your next big breath. Notice the ease with which you are able to have this experience. Just being the witness to what your body is experiencing. Our last stop is the surface of your skin. As you take a deep breath and dive deep into you, scan the surface of your skin and find on the surface of your skin the most obvious sensation and pay attention to that. And as you take a deep breath and dive deep into you, describe to yourself all of the different sensations and pressures that you feel in this obvious spot. Take your next big breath. And then for the very last time, as you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, search the surface of your skin for a spot with the least obvious sensation. Can you find a spot where perhaps fabric is only just touching your skin, or perhaps even feeling the air touch your cheek or your forehead? Take your next big breath. And again, notice the ease with which you are able to have this experience, being the witness to what your body is experiencing. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, slipping out of the breath holding space and into the next. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel how softness slips in and settles in every fiber of your being. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back or even lie all the way back down. And feel yourself just floating. This exercise and exercises like this, while we are practicing becoming better at being the observer, this doesn't mean that we are meant to only ever observe and never take action. That's not the point of the exercise. The point is to become better at only taking empowered action. And to get to that place where we can take empowered action, we have to first be okay, no matter what is happening. We have to first be able to be calm, no matter what is happening. And to this end, I like to ask myself these few questions. Can I just be with this? Whatever it is. Can I just be with this without the need to react to it? Without the need to change anything? Without the need to run or do? Can I just be with this? And in being with this, find that I am okay. Even if I have no control over this, I am still okay. And then, is there an action to take? Because if I'm reactive, if I can't be okay, if I'm not okay with what's happening, then I'm in my sympathetic nervous system. I'm being reactive, and my actions don't come from wisdom. They come purely from programming. Just an old pattern repeating again. But if I am okay with this, whatever it is that's happening, if I am okay with this, then I give myself access to my parasympathetic nervous system, the calm nervous system. And now I can choose. Perhaps the choice is, I have no control here. There's no action to be taken. Or, from a place of wisdom, I can see exactly where my action will be helpful. But first, I have to be okay with this. I have to be able to breathe while I have this experience. And only ever take empowered action. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for this moment with my body and paying attention to my 5 senses and how my body experiences them. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for learning how to be okay. Whatever is happening, finding that I really am okay. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for learning how to first find my breath. No matter what's happening, first I will find my breath. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for learning how to be less reactive. Never reacting in fear, but first finding that space and responding from wisdom. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Khaled, a very good morning. Good to see you. Estelle, it is awesome seeing you. Hello, happy Saturday. Of course, every Saturday we do this exercise, giving ourselves a lot of time to cycle through all of our physical senses. And of course, you don't have to wait for Saturday to do this exercise. It can happen in a much shorter period of time as well. You can take a few minutes, close your eyes, take a few big breaths, and when your mind is really busy and all over the place, when you bring your attention to your 5 senses, what your body is experiencing, your mind has to kind of follow and come closer, not all over the place, but right here with what I'm feeling, seeing, touching. And every time we do that, now we have a little bit more access to our creative problem-solving skills, to wisdom. And it doesn't have to take a whole 45 minutes like it does on a Saturday morning. So use it often, use it regularly. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Sunmay. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Maggie. Trying to remember who else. Anna Marie, Grain, Sarah. Have a beautiful Saturday. Enjoy your weekend. Have some fun. See you soon. Ciao, ciao.